Alright, let's play some Silent. Another try, yes indeed. Okay, Rare colors card, you say? Is a colorless card good? It can be good. That much is true. It can also be kind of bad, though. I see a path here. Let's see if it's actually good, though. Not necessarily. Couple of elites, but only one campfire. So let's see, is there another one? That's kind of similar, actually. So, yeah, not the best of acts, it looks like. There's also this way, but I don't think I want to risk it. To go for the burning elite. So it might be that we can only do one elite here. Maybe up to two, but yeah, only one campfire. Anyways, so I could also go for an upgrade here, I guess, or a boss swap. But I think I will gamble on the colorless card. Fighting Hexaghost. So is the yellow path perhaps better than the red one? Let's see. They do kind of share the same... They do share the same origin point here. Very similar. Actually, let's see, is it... No, there's one more question mark here. Well, anyways, I'll head to this node, I guess. Let's take this. Okay, we didn't get anything that great here. Secret Technique, Chrysalis, Violence. None of these are excellent. Secret Technique can be good later on, but currently it's kind of hot garbage. How about the Chrysalis? Too much RNG, too costly, I think. Maybe it's Violence in that case? Don't love it. This is far from good. I don't know. None of these really jump out currently as something that I like. I'll take the Violence this time. Let's see how it goes. I'm expecting it to not go all that well, but then again, let's not get overly pessimistic here. Also blocked completely needlessly there, but then again, I didn't have any damage cards, so it's fine. Okay, so I could play Violence now, and it's going to accomplish nothing. Kind of. I don't know, let's get rid of it. Thank you for your service. Okay, Fair in a Bottle is a good find. And I suppose a Flying Knee is what I'll take. I usually don't like Choke. Nor do I like Deadly Poison. Usually. Okay, once again, Violence is going to accomplish absolutely nothing. Well, then again, I can get Flying Knee here, but does that even help? So next turn, if I use it now, next turn I'll just get Defense and an Ascender's Bane. Which is not very good either. So I guess I won't be using it. I'll take one, I think. Instead of trying to not take anything. And it seems I made the right call there. Flying Knee is here again, so is Dagger Spray though. Don't think Finisher is a good pick here. Not yet at least. I'll take a Dagger Spray, I guess. Okay, gold. For health. Sure. How much do I like question mark rooms? Well, I'm getting one here. Also, there is the option of going this way, I suppose, but don't really see why I would. I guess I can delay the elite fight, that's the reason. Anyways, let's go there, kind of. Okay, this time I'll try to block everything. Yeah, violence isn't doing anything, so I guess, well, I shouldn't have picked it. Perhaps. Anyways. Glass knife, now that's going to do something, as well as the liquid memories. Okay, nice. Root. Okay, so flying knee or glass knife? I don't know. Let's do the glass knife, I guess. Alright. And I guess I'll take a skewer as well. So we kind of have damage now, and I'm going to upgrade the glass knife. Whetstone. I think I'll take that. It can hit something decent. Instead it hits strikes, because it of course does. And I suppose, yeah, with the fairy in a bottle, I guess I can probably do 2 elites. So let's go left. This is perhaps the toughest one, though. Well, I do also have the liquid memories. Let's not begin yet. Okay, and once again, violence does nothing. Okay, so I could immediately use the liquid memories if I like. To get glass knife back. I think I will. And here I will do this. Take 2. There we go. Orichalcum. Decent early on. All of this is kind of garbage. Can I do something with setup if I upgrade it? Can't really upgrade it. So I think I skip everything here. Dodge and roll made worse by the Orichalcum. Also, I don't have any dexterity. Expertise not even worth considering this early. Dreamcatcher. So I don't think I'll be resting in this act. There's only one opportunity for it, and usually not a good idea before Hexa Ghost either. I think I'll just take the Sapphire Key. Okay, so splits at 35. This deals 24. 24, 32, and I can get 9 more. So 41, Or I can delay. So 12, 24. Let's see. Math again. Okay, this is too much damage, but I can do this and something else. So let's see. 14 more damage. So this. Right? Yeah. And let's delay. Okay, well, not perfect. Not by a long shot, but sure. Decent. Terror, now that I like. Okay, so I suppose we go to the store now. I could go for a store later on as well, if I'd like. I do, in general, like the question mark rooms later on in Act 1. I could also... well, that means that I could skip the store, if I'd like. I think I'll go like this way, though. Can get an additional elite fight from one of these question rooms. Anyways, let's go for a store. Okay, we have a Noxus Fumes. Do I want that, since I do now probably have enough damage with the Terror and the Glass Knife? I still like a Noxus Fumes, though. It, at the very least, cleanses artifact charges. I could get that, plus a Piercing Well and a card remove. The relics are sadly not that fantastic. Nor is anything else here. Okay, let's get rid of a strike. How about a potion? I don't think so. I can save my money instead. Don't think I need a potion at the moment, and I might get one very soon. Okay, first time this actually does something. Well, not the first time, but almost. Anyway, so yeah. Do that. And this should kill, right? It already kills without that, but well, anyway. Okay, backstab, blade dance, backflip. I'd take all three, I think. I suppose I'll take a backstab. Though the blade dance is kind of alluring as well. I'll take a backstab. Okay, sadly my question mark was this hot garbage here, but we did draw Piercing Well. And I do have the Orichalcum as well. Okay, so I can prioritize one of these ones. I suppose I'll get rid of the fat one first. And should I play this? I think not. Well, I don't know. I don't know. I should be able to kill this one pretty easily and then just mostly ignore these ones. So maybe this is actually what I should do here, and I will. I don't want to play the dagger spray, so using the violence is whatever. Anyways, I can kill one of these straight away, like so, and then... Well, actually, Maybe I do want to use the dagger spray. Maybe I just have enough. Whatever. Yeah, I should have enough, right? Okay. Crippling Cloud. Maybe a Caltrops. I think I'll take a Crippling Cloud, now that I also have a Noxious Fumes. Diversify a little bit. 3 sentries. Might be the time to use the energy potion. Okay, so I can use a terror if I clear an artifact. I suppose I might. And normally go for this one with the least health, but I could instead go for one of these. Probably this one on the right. Okay, so do I use this now? Already blocking for 6, so it would be just for damage. I think I can probably save it for next act even, so let's not. With the Orichalcum, this should be fine. Take 1. Take 0. Anchor. Blessing of the Forge. Okay, so which one is the better potion? Anyways, I think I'll skip all of these card rewards. I normally like a blur, but I don't have dexterity. And I also do have an Orichalcum, so it's a bit awkward. I think I like the energy potion more at the moment. So skip the potion and let's upgrade something. Noxious Fumes, Crippling Cloud, Terror seem like the best ones. I guess I'll do the Noxious Fumes for this fight. Okay, not a fantastic start, but I would imagine that we're fine. Get that poison in there. I suppose I'll just do the Orichalcum block here. Take 6. There we go. Bullet time, Wraith form, after image. I suppose it's the Wraith form. I don't usually... I mean, it's one of the most powerful cards in the game, but personally I dislike it a bit. But in this situation I think it makes the most sense. Snecko Eye. Once again, something I don't love, but I suppose that's going to be the pick here. I do have a Crippling Cloud, the Wraith form. Skewer for more than one cost cards. And the other choices are kind of bad. Ectoplasm being the most feel bad. Boss Relic, arguably. Okay, let's take the Snecko. And try to do many elites if I can, with the help of the fairy in a bottle, as well as the damage, as well as the Wraith form, I guess. Also have some money, so I could head for a store. Can I do a burning elite? Maybe. Yes, we go to the store and then re-evaluate. I can also skip the elites entirely if I'd like, but that's not something I'd want to do, so probably go like here. Not the best beginning for the Snecko. Suffer. Okay, so yeah. I suppose I take 6 then. And then I take some more, it seems. Okay, so neutralize and something, probably, or Crippling Cloud Survivor. Welcome to Act 2. How annoying. Down to half health. Snecko Y. Okay, I suppose I'll take a backflip now. Skip the speed potion. Hot garbage. So, I don't know. Do I kill this with raw damage or perhaps poison? It seems like probably raw damage. Noxious fumes is way... well, somewhere in there. This is 3 cost. So I guess raw damage it is. The violence has been not very helpful, to put it politely. Dang. Just dang. Dang and ouch. Eviscerate. Okay, that's decent. With the Snecko. And I suppose I'll take the apparitions. That makes sense, given the situation. Okay, and store has a die on sale. That's basically it. There's also a Centennial puzzle, I guess. I'll take the die and remove a strike again. Okay. So apparitions, one wraith form. I think I can probably, especially with the fairy in a bottle, do an elite. And now I can duplicate. Sadly, the wraith form is not upgraded. It might still be the best duplication here. Probably is. Could also do an apparition, maybe. But with the Snecko, I think I'll take the wraith form and we'll just try to rely on intangibility. And with all of this intangibility, I guess I can probably do the burning elite, actually. Despite having 15 health. The Orichalcum also surprisingly good here. Well, I don't know if it's that surprising, but still. Let's go for it and start aggressively upgrading these wraith forms, I guess. The damage should be there as long as Snecko doesn't betray me. Okay, Gremlin Leader. Okay, I can actually probably block this. Seems like I can. So I can get rid of the apparition here. Do I play this? I don't know if it matters. I think I will. There's a chance there's 0 cost as well as I clear some space to get the poison cards, if nothing else. Okay, no 0 cost for me. Okay, this is a bit awkward. I guess I'll play the wraith form though. Already. The apparitions are not fantastic here. I guess I'll do wraith form plus 1 apparition. Could even do actually 2 of them with the energy potion. Might be a bit overkill. So I have 4 turns of intangibility plus 2 plus this one. Haven't dealt any damage yet though. Well, anyways, let's save that potion for later on. Okay, Terror, Crippling Cloud. No debuffs for me, thank you. Should I get rid of this now that I have the intangibility? I think I should probably. Don't ever give up. Bottled lightning. Wraith form. 3 wraith forms, if I can speak. Only one of them is upgraded, but I think the run might actually be 1 by now. That's kind of insane. I guess there's a possibility that I screw up or get a very horrible draw, in which case I just die. But 3 wraith forms at this point is kind of insane. What to bottle? I guess the Crippling Cloud. If I do an apparition, then... does that guarantee I don't die? No. I also do have the 10 block from the anchor. So I suppose it's the Crippling Cloud. Terror also worth considering, maybe. The thing is, I'm probably never upgrading the Crippling Cloud now that I have those wraith forms to upgrade. So is Terror better? In some situations, definitely yes. In others, not necessarily. But yeah, I will be taking that. Not sure if it matters that much. I guess I'll do the Crippling Cloud. The weakness itself, as well as stripping artifact charges, is pretty good. And it is also a 2-cost card. So if I want to save the apparition, I need to discard it. So either that or the Crippling Cloud here. I'll just do the Crippling Cloud. Hopefully I get some energy out of the boss fight or something. There is an outmaneuver here, but it's not upgraded. I don't think I'll take it. Skip all of this. Ink bottle. Store. Store had a bag of prep. Well, then again, I do have the Ring of the Snake, so whatever. This is a pretty bad store. No, it does have the Corpse Explosion, but I don't have the money for it. I also can't remove. Sneaky Strike is on sale. Mind Blast. Terror number 2. Do I possibly want a Sneaky Strike from a store? I don't really have that much. Well, I seem to have only one thing that discards. So I guess this is just an empty floor, sadly. How rude! If I had 4 more gold, it wouldn't be. I think I'll go for 2 more elites here. Try to get stronger. Just go ahead and use the Wraith form, despite it being utterly unnecessary at this turn 1. Snecko, Snecko. It's slow going, so the intangibility is actually a little bit running out. But we're fine. Singing Bowl, that's a pretty good one. Especially with 33 max HP. I think I'll still take a dash, though. Probably. The other option is not good here. Setup I don't think even works with the Snecko Eye. If it did, it would be fantastic, but it doesn't. So do I want a dash? An unupgraded dash. Definitely would take it without this +2 HP option. The block is kind of meaningless though, so it's only for the damage. I guess I'll skip. Upgraded one, I suppose I would take though. I'll never have any dexterity unless I manage to cleanse the debuff via having orange pellets or something. Anyways, more wraith forming. More elites. I guess I do use the apparition. Anyways, I should have plenty of time here. Probably. Probably plenty of time, so do your worst. Can't attack. Oh well. You guys can technically attack, but it's not going to do anything. Yeah, let's actually focus the Taskmaster because of the wounds. Oh, you silly slavers. This is one of my least favorite parts of the game, to have relics like this, which you ideally want on a specific number. I don't think I need to care about that in this instance, but anyways, ideally this would be on 9. And another one of those, Pennib. Acrobatics I will take. Okay. Just Crippling Cloud, I guess. Alright, this is a bit silly. I suppose I'll just attack this one then. Though, yeah, if it multi-attacks and this one attacks, I'm taking a whopping 1 damage. So I guess I'll deal with this now. Do not take 1 damage at some point. Oh, how cute, you're trying to hurt me. Good luck. I am a ghost. So that is a lot of intangibility. It's not going to be quite enough to win, to auto-win every fight though. The Act 3 bosses will be quite tough. I don't think the heart itself is... I think I probably would even beat the heart at this point, but I need to get there. Is the thing. And now I don't think I care about this pen nibbing, so let's just do that. Ghost in a jar. Okay, that's better than that. And that's just more HP. Okay. And upgrade the last unupgraded Wraith form. So I need more damage for something like... Well, maybe even this boss, actually. We'll see how this goes. But something like the Time Eater, for example, might be a bit problematic. Also, does it actually, when I use the violence, does it actually pull the cards with their actual original costs? The Eviscerate isn't 3 though, but I did discard at least, well, I did discard twice, so it seems like it might be the case actually. Something I didn't know. Anyways. So I still need some more help to actually comfortably reach the heart, but like I said, I'm pretty sure I can just win it. Win that fight already with this deck. Probably. Anyways. So I could play the Terror. I'll just wait for this artifact to go away though. Oh, I actually took damage because I blocked. Whoops. Need to pay attention. Need to actually pay attention here. Blocking is not going to do anything when I have so little dexterity. Okay, pen nib order was incorrect there, but it shouldn't matter. Okay, Act 3 incoming. Let's advance this now a little bit. Good enough. Bullet time. Probably what I'll take here. Over the adrenaline, which is normally so much better, but yeah, let's take a bullet time. And it seems probably a fusion hammer, unless I want the calling bell. So no more upgrades. I did upgrade all of the wraith forms. Yeah, I suppose the energy is far more important than something else, so let's take it. Does mean that the campsites are now completely wasted, though I haven't recalled yet, so that's something I will be doing. Anyways, let's try to do as many elites as possible. So 3 here. Something like that, maybe? Though this is... let's see. Is this more? Yeah, that's 1 more, right? 1, 2, 3, 4 elites. And on the left side, I cannot do as many. So that means there's 1 wasted campsite, though. If I go right there. But anyways, let's begin here. And at this point, I need to decide. And we're fighting the awakened one first. Okay, that's pretty bad, because it takes a long time to kill that. Don't have enough intangibility for that entire fight, not when I kill so slowly. But there's still plenty of time to get stronger. Okay, bullet time doing something. So it does mess with the ink bottle. Okay, can I finally get out of here? Please. Okay, there we go. There's a reflex plus here, but I don't discard at all. So I suppose I'll just take the HP. I need some more damage somehow. I suppose I maybe could have taken that and just waited to have more discard. I mean, I do now... Actually, yes, I do have the acrobatics, but still... Maybe that's not quite enough. Anyways, let's just use that and actually get rid of you first. Not that it matters. Okay, so many potions that I'm all skipping. Guess I could maybe get rid of the fairy in a bottle, but I don't know. Anyways, more HP. With all of this intangibility, I'm not sure if this fairy in a bottle is no longer that good to have. The heart will, the heart will deal 15. Yeah, actually it will deal 15 with the multi-attack, so I guess this might eventually trigger in that fight if I get that far, so let's not. Rummage, Warp Tongues, or just an upgrade. So I can get rid of that curse here pretty much immediately. Still though, I don't know, like, well, I don't know. I suppose it's probably better to get that. Okay, welcome aboard, curse. Oh goddammit, I hate this event. This is so stupid. No, I want portal immediately to the boss. No. God damn it. Twisted Funnel is here. Leg Sweep. Okay, normally very good with Sneko Eye. Might still be okay. That's pretty much it though. Guess I'll get the Twisted Funnel. There is at least some damage. I guess I just remove the curse instead of taking the sweep. Okay, and first elite is the Nemesis. Okay, so this is once again going to mess with the ink bottle. Well. Alright, so... I guess I keep the pen nib instead of getting that one energy. Oh, I could have played that. Whoops. Well, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, but yeah. Kind of stupid mistakes sometimes that I make. Yeah, the damage is really lacking. Not sure how well we'll do in the boss gauntlet. I only have 2 turns of intangibility for this stupid thing as well, so I guess we are actually kind of screwed. Kind of a little bit. 40 damage. Okay. Letter opener doesn't really help all that much at this point, and all of this is kind of meh, unless, well, the piercing well is potentially good. Can save me from taking damage, I guess, to an extent in the hard fight. Maybe. It's also okay against some of these bosses. Provided I use it at the right time. I think I'll just go for the HP though. Probably. You already have one of those. What a weird run. Normally I'd be pretty happy about a dodge and roll plus or a setup plus, but neither of them are any good here. So if I do get to the heart, then having one more piercing well might actually make a difference. Maybe. Provided I can actually use it when it multi-attacks. Which obviously I cannot guarantee. I don't have well-laid plans. Okay, I'll take the HP. And recall. And fight the giant head. Do we have enough damage for this? We'll see. We shall see. Okay, I can skip the raid form here. Use one later on if I'd like. Is that a good idea though? I think it probably is. Once again the bullet time and the ink bottle clash. Oh well, it is what it is. Slowly getting there. Ever so slowly. Oh, and thanks for the upgrade there. Why am I still here? Well, the reason is that my damage is lacking, basically. Basically, that's the end of it. The long and short of it. Anyways, did make it. Ancient tea set. That's not going to help that much. Afterimage Predator. Okay, both of those do help. Afterimage means that I'm good against the beat of death. Which is actually something that, yeah, is kind of important. So I guess I'll take that over the Predator, though I would like to have a Predator. If I'm getting attacked by multiple things, though, well, I don't know. It's probably fine. Even in other circumstances than just against the hard speed of death. And I think we'll go for 2 elites over skipping a campsite. So that means 1 useless camp, well, 2, because 1 is forced upon me, sadly. Unless there's something that interacts with campsites in the chest there. Paper crane, okay, that doesn't actually do that much here. Weirdly enough, because I'm intangible all the time. Usually one of the best ones, but no, not here. Reptomancer is next. Just trying to advance these. Old coin. Quite good. There is no guaranteed store here though, so I need to actually reach Act 4. Crippling Cloud Plus, yes. I guess it's possible that the paper crane with the weakness from the Crippling Clouds will actually make a difference at some point. Also, the poison damage by itself is pretty good. Transient. Okay, this should be 0 problem. Can't kill it, but I don't need to. So just try to get these in the right numbers, I guess. And now I probably just wait it out. Do nothing else. Okay, there we go, and just take the HP here. I think the Finisher Plus, can that actually deal damage? In the right circumstances, yes. I don't think this is the right circumstances, though. Unless I get really lucky. I wish I had like a 2-cost poison card or something, as well as a catalyst or 2. Or a couple of predators or something. I definitely need more damage. But I don't think Finisher is the damage. Blade Dance does kind of work with both Ink Bottle and Pen Nib. So in a way, it's probably actually better to take that than to take the HP here. It also interacts with the letter opener, not that it makes much of a difference, I guess. I'll take the Blade Dance, I guess, now that I also have the after image. But I still, I think, need a lot of help. This is not help. This is definitely not help. The Madness doesn't even work with the Snecko Eye, I don't think, so it's just this option then. 2 empty floors in this act. Okay, play the Wraith form now or not. Messes with Ink Bottle. I don't need it now. I might actually need it later on, though. Well, next turn is what I mean. So I guess I play both of these, actually. Well, all things that were there. Everything. Okay, yeah, it was the big attack. I would have gotten another Wraith form, though. Anyways, I should be pretty well off if I can make it to Act 4. If. It's a pretty big if, actually, I think. But maybe. Okay, 5 more damage will kill. It will mess with the Ink Bottle, though. Might actually make a difference here, though. What the hell am I hoping to draw on turn 1 of the Awakened One fight to have that be meaningful and make a difference? Maybe a Bullet Time, maybe an Acro, maybe the Noxious Fumes. I don't know. I mean, I can delay killing, I guess. I don't know. Like I said, I hate messing with these relic numbers, but yeah, I suppose so. So I'll do that and then allow this to happen. Just to get that higher. Doo-woo doll. Well, it helps a bit. Poison potion I can't take. Terror number 2 might actually make a difference, because there's 2 phases in this fight, as well as Dono and Deca, there's 2 of them. And also the Spire shield. And Spear. There's 2 enemies, so I guess I'll take a Terror. Well, we'll see how this goes. Ideally, I could delay playing the Wraith forms, but I don't think I can. I don't think there's any chance of being able to do that. So mostly just ignore these 2, try to get to phase 2 of this fight. Probably, actually, well, I don't know about probably, but maybe have to use a potion as well, or even both. I don't want to use the Wraith form yet, but this apparition here is going to be spent. The thing is as well that I'm giving it a ton of strength by playing the Wraith forms, and I'll have zero block by the end. So I can make it to phase 2, but then I'll probably not have enough damage in time. Though the paper crane and maybe the after image helps a bit. There is also the orichalcum, I guess. So I could skip the after image. Just rely on the orichalcum blocks. Anyways, there's basically no point in skipping playing that apparition, since I can't even discard it. So I'll play that, but I'll skip the Wraith form here. But it's very likely that I'll just have to use a Wraith form pretty soon, but if I can delay it, and with the paper crane weakness from crippling clouds, maybe I can delay it for long enough that I will win this fight. Phase 2 is going to be a nightmare though. So I guess I'm taking damage on purpose. Kind of. And also, I did say that I would ignore these 2, but I don't know. Now that if I'm skipping the Wraith forms, also there's only 1 left in the draw pile. So I might not get a choice with that. Well, anyways. Could use this apparition here. I think it's better to wait with it though. So let's take some damage on purpose. Can't take much more though. So probably have to use this Wraith form now. We'll have to give it some strength as well. If I can play the piercing well in the right moment, then perhaps. Also, actually I can kill these, so maybe I can still skip, maybe, playing the Wraith form at this point. I'll still get some block. Okay, let's use 1 terror now. Take some more damage. This does mean that the second boss will have, of course, a better chance, but need to get to that for it to matter. For anything like that to matter. Also, there might be a point in actually skipping the glass knife here, maybe, because it does get weaker the more you use it. So having it for phase 2 might be better. Maybe. In any case, it's not a big consideration either way. So yeah, losing health. I don't want to play the piercing well, but can I possibly control when I play it? Also, I suppose it doesn't matter as long as I can get to phase 2 without using any wraith forms, then I should be fine. So I can use the piercing well now, I guess. Which means I take 2 damage here. The fairy in a bottle is fine if I have to spend it here. Okay, this is bad though. This is not good. Well, I do have the ghost in a jar bottle as well. Potion, I mean. Might have to use it actually. So I don't know, probably misplayed that. Anyways, nearly there, so can I actually... No, never mind. Okay, I can just do this. Never mind. Never the hell mind. Okay, let's advance the thingamajig just a little bit. Sometimes my brain do be slow. Anyways, probably just play this, but let's play one of these first. Maybe I can hit a bullet time. Well, the bullet time. Okay, well, let's get these in play. Alright, I suppose we made it. Sucks to be down health, but sometimes it do be like that. Nearly there. Is this enough? 45 plus... But then again, it messes with the ink bottle again. So I guess I delay again. Anyways, I suppose I took some damage needlessly there, but... Anyway. I'm hoping for Donu Deka, probably, instead of Time Eater. Not sure if that's correct, but anyway. At least it's the... less annoying fight. 6, that's good enough. Okay, what do we get? We get Time Eater. And immediately have to spend some apparitions, it seems. Well, at least I have a terror for phase 2 as well. Let's get the poison in there. As long as I make it to Act 4, I think I'm going to be fine. Spire shield is a bit tricky though. So maybe I should play this now. The thing is though, will I have... Well, play this at least. Well, then again, I can discard it. I was going to say that the Spire shield is actually going to be probably tougher than the heart, but I would imagine that I have enough intangibility for it. But let's get through this fight before I think about that any longer. So do I play the Wraith forms now? If I had more damage, then the answer would be easy. 15 health, I do have the Fairy in a bottle as well as the Ghost in a jar. The Ghost in a jar would be very nice for both fights though, coming up. The Fairy I could spend in this fight, that's fine-ish. And still afford to take a bit of damage. Let's see. Crippling Cloud is coming up as well, that helps a lot with the Paper Crane. I think I'll delay. So I need to keep in mind the Time Warp thingamajig. So I'll do that and nothing else, I suppose. $28, huh? Seems I need to use this now. Unless I use the Ghost in a jar, which is kind of weird. Weird to be using that. I don't know. Super weird. If only I had orange pellets and something else, like kunai, then this would be super easy, but I have neither of those things, so I need to make do. How can it be difficult when I have 3 Wraith forms? Still don't have Noxious Fumes in play. Highly annoying. Well, I can use the Fairy in a bottle now. I think I actually will, probably. That is also weird, to just choose to use it, but... Anyways, I don't think it's going to be that much good. Then again, in the hard fight, does it make a difference against the multi-attacks? Maybe. Maybe it would. So the question is, if I use the Wraith form now, will I be able to kill in time? Perhaps I can, but I don't know. I mean, I can... The thing about the Fairy in a bottle in this fight is that I don't always get attacked by a single attack. I might be getting attacked by a multi-attack instead. So delaying it... I don't know. How weird. How weird. I have 1 apparition and 3 Wraith forms. That is 10 turns plus 1 from the potion, so 11 turns of intangibility in this fight. I've dealt 30 damage. That's slow. There's no way I can kill it fast enough for it to not cleanse as well. At least I do have the second terror for phase 2. I mean, I might have to use both of these potions later on this fight if I use the Wraith form now, so I'm considering... If I manage to get weak on it, as well as not have the dexterity malus, I might be able to survive an attack. Which means that... What does it mean? It means I can maybe delay the raid forms. So I could use one of the potions or the raid form. Those are the options. Returns me to 30%. With this money I can buy new potions at the store. There might be garbage potions though. So yeah, how much help do I need against the Beat of Death? I'll have like, I don't know. Well, I'll have full health because I need to rest anyway. At the beginning of Act 4. So I'll get multi-attacked like 3 times at least. That's 45 damage in itself. I can block some of the damage though. It's cutting it close. This is so weird. I think I'm gonna use the Fairy in a Bottle here, which is, like I said, kind of weird. But anyways. So yeah. Just tank this hit. And then if I get attacked again, what then? I have the Crippling Cloud and the Neutralize. I don't have any block cards though, since well, I just don't. I just don't have them. Then I can use this potion. This potion is probably not going to matter. It might matter though. On turn 2 or turn 3 of the hard fight, it's possible that this will actually save my life. What a weird one. It would be a real shame if I use this and then immediately basically have to use the second potion. That can happen, as well as it's possible that I don't draw back into the raid forms fast enough. That's kind of unlikely, but possible as well. So this buys me 3 turns here. So close yet so far. If I had a little bit more damage, I'd be so much more confident. I could just play that. It would be fine. Or if I had those orange pellets, but I don't. Or some kind of scaling. Damn it. Or even well-laid plans so I could keep the raid form in play. Play it when I need to. So many little things that could make a huge difference in this situation. I guess I just play the raid form actually. Since I can't really control what happens later on. Okay, well, I've made my decision. Now let's live with that, and I suppose I don't actually play anything else here. I can play 3 things, but none of them make a difference. The strength scaling, I'm not sure if that's going to matter, but anyway. There is a chance it might, because with the paper crane, maybe. It also has 20 block at the moment, and I deal less damage with attacks. I don't know. Okay, sadly I kind of need this in play. Would be nice to be able to save it for turn 2. Not turn 2, phase 2. If I can get Noxious Fumes in play, that's better though. Better to an extent, so I'll see if I can manage it. Yes, I can. I think I'll actually try to save that for later on. So let's use the scuba now instead. And okay, use this. And probably just use the rest as well. Yeah, since I drew them now, I guess I kind of need to use them now. So I'm really tempted to use the Eviscerate. Sucks. This sucks. Everybody hates Time Eater. Okay, well, we'll see. We'll see if I have enough. If I have long enough. Need to get to phase 2 ASAP. God damn it. I suppose I do nothing this turn unless I play the Crippling Cloud. Can get rid of a slime. To advance the ink bottle. Only have 6 turns of intangibility left. Well, +1 from the Ghost in a Jar. Okay, I think I'll skip the Crippling Cloud. It's, I think, probably more meaningful later on. If only I could make it. The next act. Okay, well, there's the breakpoint there, so I will have, it seems, 3 + 1 turns of intangibility. We still have the piercing well, but didn't get there. This would deal nice damage, but not enough. Not enough. Okay, 3 turns. That's nice, but I don't have the vulnerability on it. And it's blocking for a lot, so I guess I'll just do this. Cutting it close. Really close. God damn it. I think it's better to save the pen nib for later. Might have to use the Ghost in a Jar in a moment. Not yet. Oh, god damn it, game. Why do you give me this garbage? Okay, it seems to be Ghost in a Jar time. At least I have this, though. So this is 45, and this is... Well, this is actually more as well, so... Let's see, let's see. So... 66. And that is more. So I guess I do the skewer. And then I'll still have to use the Ghost in a Jar. And then I still have a fairy in a bottle. Or can I deal enough damage? Piercing well to the rescue. Thank you, piercing well. Okay, so go to 1, I guess. LOL, go to 1. But it seems I made it. Don't want to give it more strength by playing things here. Though I do block with the after image. Would be better to have the orichalcum here instead, but oh well. Anyway, since I did seemingly make it, I think I'm going to be fine in the next act, probably. Also, I should have played that. These are not in the correct numbers. So, by no means perfect. Left at 1 hit point, and I do have the fairy in a bottle. But made it. And then I go to full down. Just barely, but still. Okay, 500 not crowns. That is Battle Brothers. There is a membership card here, but not much else. Max HP is good though. Heart remove is good. Probably a power potion. The rest of this is, yeah, pretty much not going to help. Only smooth stone makes a very minor difference. Alright, let's remove yet another strike, or maybe a defend actually. Defense are pretty bad. So are strikes. They're both horrible. I don't know. I'll get rid of a strike. I suppose it's possible, especially with the only smooth stone, that I actually block for a bit. In this elite fight specifically, probably, instead of the hard fight. Okay, so do I get the only smooth stone actually, or a card of some kind? Caltrops is more damage. Against the heart. I did say way back that I would already beat the heart, but is that true? This is actually surprisingly much damage, so I suppose that's more meaningful. Okay, let's get that. And actually, let's get the poison stab as well. Kind of weird to be buying that at this point. But more damage, definitely, is kind of necessary. And dagger throw is still, I think, also kind of decent. If I draw that with 0 or 1 cost, I can... Well, I didn't here, but anyways. Okay, next turn will be potentially bad, but we'll see. Okay, so I have a terror for both of them. Which one do I use it for? Here. First. Does it matter? I don't think it matters. Let's go for this one. Okay, probably save the ink bottle for next. And try to save the power potion for the heart itself. But I might have to use it. Yeah, this isn't fantastic, but I will survive. And do I draw something? Yes. I think in this fight this is completely fine to play now, so let's do it. Alright, this is far more tolerable than the time eater. should be fine. One down, one to go. Okay, this time try to get that ink bottle once again on the correct number. At least make a half-assed effort. So let's delay killing for a bit. Okay, now 3 things. There we go, made it to the hut. White Beast statue. How very helpful. Thank you game. Oh dear. These are okay though. Apart from the 1000 cuts. Envenom versus Outmaneuver Plus. Both are quite good here. So... which one is better? I guess the Envenom. So that means I should definitely have enough damage. Okay, made it here. Made it here, made it this far. Let's just straight away use this power potion, I think, as well as the after image and the envenom. Probably not use the Wraith form yet. I do also have the fairy in a bottle. Wraith form is here again, so maybe I just use the Wraith forms after all. Okay, I think, yeah, that should be easily enough. Let's get that after image in there so that I don't take beat of death damage. Also pretty nice that I actually found that at some point. That means no Envenom, no Crippling Cloud, no Caltrops, but I should have enough time and enough health. I would imagine. This is basically autopiloting for the most part. Yeah, this multi-attack is what will deal damage to me though. But Orichalcum will help. As well as the fairy in a bottle as get out of jail card to an extent. Also, actually, I should play this. And get that damage in there. Minus 14 dexterity, but who needs dexterity? And now I can just get rid of this. Yes, I do play this, despite its cost. Do your worst, heart. Okay, so the Envenom is in play. It actually didn't end up doing basically anything in this fight, but at least it's there. And this fairy in a bottle was with me for the entire run. But I wonder how the Time Eater fight would have gone had I just opted to spend that there. Anyways. Kind of a strong run, but at the same time weak, weirdly enough. Lots of survivability to an extent, but damage wasn't there until the very end. But it was enough. Lots of things came into place. There we go. The heart has been defeated. The violence to begin with did not help all that much. Or at all, actually. But yeah, got there. Did get there. Orichalcum helped a lot, actually. Snecko I was not thrilled about taking, but I suppose it was pretty good here, when I did end up with so many Wraith forms. Bottled Lightning, whatever. Ink Bottle, pretty good. Singing Bowl, good. Warped Tongs helped actually quite a bit as well. Twisted Funnel, surprisingly much damage from that actually, since I had so little for so long. Paper Crane, way weaker than it usually is, but I suppose even that made a bit of a difference. Old Coin helped. Even the Doo-Woo Doll with 1 strength helped in this. Membership card didn't really do much. And Pear was good. And the White Beast statue tried its best. But yeah. There we go. Over 3,000 there. Oh, I can't look at the deck anymore. Well, anyways, that's enough for... Well, obviously not... Obviously enough for this run, as it's over. Thanks for watching, and I shall see you next time.